Shalom, shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting, the Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I camp out with Lion Den, Hawan Ben Joshua Water in Jacksonville, Florida. But first I'd like to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akims, and to the women and children around the world in ancient Paleo-Hebrew language. Kal Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Ha Rokat Radash Mahamath, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawam. Salutation to the Yakims who are on the four corners of the earth, and to the women and children, Shalom. Well, every day that we do lessons, we keep telling our people, the so-called Negros, Latinos, American speckled birds, is going to get worse. Okay? So look what video popped up. It says 106,000. Now let me read this first, and I'm going to clarify something to our people. Black woman panic as 106,000 get laid off. No men in sight, just my degree. Our Hispanic Latin women, when they hear the word black, they think that they're talking about the, so-called blacks. No, it's talking about all of us. That's only a trick that the Edomites made up that word, right? To deceive our people, the so-called Negros, Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds. I'm going to play a little bit of this, but the title of this lesson is called A Wake-Up Call to Our Women. Here we go.
Know this, that in the month of April, that's just last month, Black women recorded the largest loss of jobs among any other racial or gender group here in these United States of America. And this is according to the U.S.
Damn, that's a lot of women with no jobs, and there's a lot of our women living in the streets now.
Bureau of Labor Statistics. If you don't know, you need to go look it up. You need to Google it now. So while unemployment rates remained pretty steady at 4.2% overall, unemployment rates for Black women went from 5.1% to 6.1% in 1 month.
A few moments later.
First time in a long time that I am actually starting to panic. I came from nothing. I came from the bottom of the barrel. And I spent years building myself, educating myself.
All right, guys, I gotta talk about this story when it comes to Black women facing higher unemployment rates. Despite unemployment, generally speaking, studies have suggest stabilizing. It seems like Black women are facing a higher rate of unemployment. Let's read here. In April 2025, the unemployment rate for Black women in the United States rose 6.1%, a 0.7% increase from 5.4% in March. This rise in unemployment came alongside a loss of 38,000 jobs for Black women, with the number of unemployed Black women increasing by 106,000. Compared to the other groups, Black women experienced the most significant increase in unemployment. Now, feel free to chime in the comment section below as to why you guys think this is the case. Now, I do want to play a clip from this woman, this Black woman, basically saying that she's panicking. She lost her job, she's panicking here, and she doesn't know what to do.
By May 8, 2025, 106,000 Black women lost their jobs, including me. And those of us that's been out here trying to find work again, it's basically just been non-existent. And I'm starting to feel like this is by design. Because
Slaka, you heard what she said? She said that she thinks that this is done by design. Now all of a sudden, she's realizing that with a college degree, a good paying job, she was deceived, right? Now she's been applying for jobs everywhere, and she can't get no work. Now she's panicking because she's going to end up in the streets. Let me put a little bit more.
There are over 100,000 women, Black women like me,
A hundred and
who have
thousand.
the same story, who has applied for over 300 plus jobs and just not getting it, not getting any replies. There's just no feedback. Or you get the emails that says, hey, we have chosen someone else that has been more qualified for the job. Even though my experience and my education fits the job description perfectly. And I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, so let's just pause
Let
right
me
here.
just stop it right there. She doesn't know what to do, right? Well, what our Hispanic women don't realize that the so-called Negro woman, she is from the tribe of Judah. She is the head tribe, right? Judah, the man, is the head tribe of all tribes. Okay, so they're gonna get hit, and then right after that, we, the Hispanics, are gonna get hit also. We got a lot of our people, men and women, that also don't have a job and are living in the streets. You know, when I meet my people, especially the women that I'm helping them, I tell them, don't give me a hard time, give me a good time. But because, you know, I live a poor life, they judge me by my looks and not by my character, which is not wise in their part, okay? Because things are going to get worse for them, much worse than what's going to happen to us, to me, to be honest with you, right? Because men are going to kidnap the women that are living in the streets. And they're going to use them not only for prostitute, but also for food. This is what our women, you know, don't want to hear and don't believe, right? Scripture made it loud and clear that our people will be eaten. Edomites eat people, okay? I want to go to Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women, that are at ease, right? They're taking things easy, that think that everything is glory and beautiful. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ears unto my speech. Verse 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. Yea, careless woman, for the vantage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Right? How many of women right now are using this experience or this trouble, this suffering excuse? Well, I'm going to have to go and sell my body. Not realizing that they were indoctrinated, they were raped throughout history, so they've been indoctrinated to think that that's a solution, right? When it's not. It only makes matters worse for them. Verse 11, tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip ye and make ye bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Right? It's time to open up your eyes. Right? It's time to cry to the Most High. Right? Verse 12, they shall lament, they shall cry for the tears, for the pleasant field, right? For the fruitful vein. They're going to see the city, you know, things are going to get worse. Wild animals that are kept in the zoos or living in the wilderness are going to start coming into the city, and they're going to be hungry, right? So a lot of our people are living in the street. Guess what's going to happen? Those coyotes, dogs, well, they know how to hunt. Verse 13, upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, right? Yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyful city. So it's going to get worse and it's going to get uglier. Verse 14, because the palace shall be forsaken, the multitude of the cities shall be left, and forts and towers shall be what? For dens. Forever a joy of wild as a pasture of flocks. They're going to freak out when they start seeing bears, tomcats, bobcats, mountain cats. And they're going to be hungry. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 32. Give me a minute while I go to it. Verse 2. Thou art food of stir, a Salaka, a Thermutus city. Let me play this. Give me a minute. Wait. Give me a minute.
Thou that art full of stirs, a tumultuous city, a city
Tumultuous. Salaka, I couldn't pronounce that. Tumultuous city. A joyful city. A joyous city. Salaka. Thy slain men are not slain with the sword, nor dead in battle. Yeah, we're going to see people in the streets dead, not because they've been attacked by other people, right? Or because they're fighting a war, right? But because of animals and hunger, starvation, right? Famine, no food. Let me go back to Isaiah. Isaiah was what, 32? Yeah, 32 verse 13. Slakia. So this woman is freaking out now. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, and yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city. Yeah, you know what's that? The people from the city won't be able to take care and clean up the streets. So you're going to see a lot of grass growing, breaking the streets, right, cracking. And it's going to be growing trees and bushes and all kinds of stuff, okay? And that happens pretty quick. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 27, verse 10. Yet the defense city, right? So the police officers ain't going to come to help. They got to take care of their own family. Shall be desolate, and the habitation forsaken. Yeah, no more police officers. They're going to have their own problems. And left like a wilderness. There shall the calf feed, and there shall he lie down, and consume the branches thereof. Yeah, so you're going to have cows, bulls, buffaloes, all kinds of wild animals. People are going to flip. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 5. Let me go to verse 6. And I will lay it waste. It shall not be pruned nor digged, but there shall come up briars and thorns. Yeah, those, roses with thorns. And I will command the clouds that they rain no rain upon it. So you ain't gonna have no rain, no water, right? It's gonna be like a desert, but with a lot of trees, a lot of green bushes, and wild animals, snakes, scorpions. Okay. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 7, verse 25. And on all hills, that means the city, that shall be digged with the, what? Night talk. Give me a minute. Select it.
And on all hills that shall digged with the manic, there shall not come thither the...
Okay, shall be digged with the manic. There shall not come there the fear of briars or thorns, but it shall be for the sending forth of ox, and for the tearing of lesser cattle. So, we keep forgetting that we have a lot of wild animals living in the wilderness, and that the wilderness is also being, destroyed by the Edomites, right? The trees and all that. And when they cannot get no food no more in the wilderness, they're going to come into the city. Okay? It's going to get ugly, man. So I'm going to leave it with Judge chapter 10. Give me a minute. See if I can find it here first. Give me a minute. Chapter 10, verse 14. Check this out. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in time of your tribulation. Because when we tell our people, listen, this is going to go down, take heed, stop doing these pagan holidays, stop eating these pagan foods, right? Things are going to get bad. Come back to who you really are, right? Repent with fear and trembling. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say, Shalom.